action. Those are kind of complicated that you see mostly in like adventure movies and stuff like that. And drones, it's going to be difficult to do. But if you're in front of the camera, let's say holding a drone, here's an example of a cut to action. You're in front of the camera and you pretend you're throwing the drone up in the air and then you cut. So the action where the drone is actually rising above you. That's an example of how you can apply a cut to action. So think about and be creative on that sort of stuff. Let's see where am I? Then there's cross-cutting. Cross-cutting is when you take two separate actions that's happening at the same time. Maybe you're flying a drone, and then on the ground something else is happening at the very same time, and then you cut back and forth until it meets at the end. You see a lot of that in, action movies as well. But you just got to be creative and think of ways how to apply it. In fact, just to give you an idea, some of you already do this.
Did you get me wiping my nose?
Have you ever seen the videos that somebody posted where Nevada chases a plane, that sort of thing, and you go back and forth?
Everybody knows this guy.
That's cross-cutting.
I'm just sitting there like.
Another one is cutaway shots. That's basically the B-roll.
I'm the only one who has to put the accent on your name.
Let's say you're flying on FPV and you're low to the ground. Then you cut to the camera drone shot from above, showing a bigger picture. So if you've got two people together flying and somebody's flying below, someone's flying above, we do that all the time. We just don't know how to put it together. But it's an opportunity to be creative there.
A little mini sticker.
Montage. A lot of these softwares have grids where you can actually put a
They go anywhere.
montage together or grids.
don't need
Either
a
way,
lot of space.
you can apply either one. I like to use grids where you can
I was looking over your shoulder, not at you.
things happening at the same time, but they all
Okay.
are telling
Have
a
we
similar
met?
story.
No, it's the first. I see his videos all the time.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Good to meet you. What's your name?
Jose.
Jose. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Jose.
Okay, then there's match cuts, and this could be
What's that?
somehow applied to drones, but I haven't yet
Yeah.
applied, but I want
That
to
was
do it.
crazy.
So let's
I
say
not
you
think
get
we're
a
gonna
shot
get
of
that
your
back.
kids and you're jumping in the pool, and then halfway into you freeze it, and then you cut in, and then do a similar shot in a different scene. And those are called match cuts. So it's kind of a continuation of one shot, and then finishing it off in a different scene. So if you start off in one environment, you can finish the shot in a different environment. And of course, you want to use scale and zooming to attract attention to the subject that you're doing. So maybe you want to do a gradual shot on a sail ship,
Todo bien, pescando con los amigos.
and scale it in and zoom in.
Aquí en Florida
I
hay un drone
did
leader.
some of that on some of the cruise ship shots where I zoomed in. Transitions, I like to use a lot of cross dissolves, but there's a lot of transitions out there and it can get really crazy. So stick to the dissolves and you'll be fine. But some dissolves are, some transitions are applicable. For example, you're zooming out on a shot and then you may want to use a zoom transition for a continuation of it. Review some of the YouTube videos that I've done and I've learned from Think Media, Shutterstock tutorials.
I saw it out there.
Videos, I'll leave the list if you want. That's a great color grading video. And some of the tricks I learned from Sean. So yeah. So, like I said, if you want to approach me on any of this stuff and how to do it, and you happen to have your laptop, I won't know your software, but I can give you a general idea of what to do. Just approach me, all right? That's all I got.
I'll tell you that was a great editing presentation. Thank you very much, Alex. Really, we learned a lot. Thank you. Yeah, you got another tip.
Yeah. Check out Ted Nemit's channel. He's got a lot of tips on what to shoot and how to put it together. The dude's amazing.
Yo creo que ya se cayó otro, sí.
All right, we're going to surprise speaker. She asked if she could speak, so please give her a few minutes of your attention. It's Audrey Dempsey.
Thank you. I just want to say this is my first drone meetup, and way to go out. And I'm having a blast. And thank you so much for welcoming me. So I'm also, besides being a photographer, a travel agent, and I just want to let you all know that if you like cruising, Celebrity is the only cruise line where you can take a drone. You can't fly from the ship, but you can take the drone on. And we were last year out of Italy, and then we got to Greece.
How I feel about that. If
We
there's
flew over the
product that you need to make a
It was amazing, and we were at a restaurant across the street, and he's like, I was drunk, and the driver says,
I was drunk.
yes, you can. You know, so anyway, you never know, where it's okay to do that. Don't talk to me about it. I just want you to know that if you like to travel, they are the one line where you can.
Thank you, Audrey. That's good information. I know I smuggled my drone on, put it in my carry-on, hoping and prayed they didn't find it, and they didn't find it. But anyway, listen, a few more minutes of your attention.
I have no
We'll be,
idea, Andrew.
breaking for lunch, probably. Not breaking, but we're going to have it here. We got some pizzas being delivered, just to let everybody know. We did it last year. It was a very, very successful way to do lunch. And we got a sponsor for it this year, and that's paypixel.com. They're on their way. They may show up, maybe not. They might get tied up in traffic. You know how these Florida highways are. But I gotta say thank you to Bobby Quinn and Big Pixel, because they, a lot of people don't know the announcement we've been making on live streams and Facebook, but they gave us $800. And we were shocked when we got the check. But anyway, we ended up buying a Mini 2 aerial bundle from Costco with half of the money and the other half is paying for lunch for everybody. So give them a big round of applause. And again, I'm going to bring up Ken Dono a little later when we start the raffle, but he's our #1 sponsor. Ken really stepped up big time, but we're going to talk about that a little later. I just want everybody to turn their attention to Dennis Lovelady standing on the far side, the east side of the gazebo, and he's going to give us some entertainment because he is the singing droner from Georgia, and he sings, he plays the ukulele, and he flies the drone at the same time. And
All right, guys.
it's one of those things, if you don't watch it, it's on every Sunday morning at sunrise, and I love Dennis, and I know